What's up, guys? Welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Go there, baby, okay? Go with me. Let's see what the energy is. Well, first, let's turn on my new candle. No, Lucas, go over there, please. Daddy's doing a reading. White for peace. White for tranquility. White for purity. Right? When your heart's pure, it's as light as a feather. That was This is like my third hotel room. Look at leave her alone. It's okay, she could pass by. It's like my third hotel room. Where do I start? Yeah, why is it my third hotel room? Because I've been moving around with no money. But thank God there's good people out there, you know. But still, I need to get paid from the police, from the FBI, for discovering all of these mysteries that I've discovered, right? Like Andrew Macy's pedophile self, right? I discovered him. Well, not like discovered as in I know, but I discovered that he was a pedophile, and I immediately contacted the correct person to handle that, right? Not only that, but also I discovered that the Baymont by Wyndham, whatever you say that, has been illegally surveillancing people in their room. And I was in that room where they were surveillancing me when I was sleeping, when I would go shower, when I would brush my teeth, naked, dressed. This is something serious. Like, this is real life. This is not a joke. I'm not, as much as, you know, as much as I love acting, I'm not acting. This is real. I'm not getting paid, which is why I'm making this video. I need to get paid from the FBI. And I also need to get paid from the police, and I also need to get paid from the Baymont for abusing my privacy. And that is why I keep having to move from hotel to hotel. Okay? But let's get some ancient wisdom, some ancient knowledge. But first, let's see what the energy is, right? Let's get some overall energy. You guys see that? And nothing happened to the candle. There's a lot of energy right there. Where did it fall? Guys, look where it fell. The king of water. Water has everything to do with the emotions, right? So you're a man that is compassionate. That is beautiful. That is amazing. A man who shows their true feelings. That is a powerful man. You're very understanding, right? And you're someone who can be trusted. Maybe before you were having a hard time trying to incorporate those feelings and emotions into your regular life, because maybe you thought that feelings and emotions were weak. You thought feelings and emotions were feminine, but you thought wrong. Right? You can see how, let's say, maybe in the last week or maybe in the last month, maybe you've been able to sit with your feelings more and be able to understand them. Maybe you've been able to understand your previous heartbreaks. Maybe you're able to understand more the reasons why you cry. You've been able to understand that, not just cry, right? And you've been able to sit with those tears, allowing you to better understand your feelings. And that is what has made you a king of water. Come on. Look how the guy's touching his chest there, his heart. And look, what does the king of water want? He wants the 10 of cups, right? You guys see it? Is it lighting too much? Let's focus over here. He wants the 10 of cups, which is the family, right? He wants that loving, nurturing family. True, authentic love. And it doesn't matter if the king of water is straight or gay, right? Because you can have a family, even if it's 2 women or 2 men. I just want to make that clear, okay? And that's what you want. You want a loving, nurturing family, full of love, full of cups. You see these cups right here, right at the top with the rainbow. That is why I have this cup here. Because water nurtures. What happens when you nurture things? When you nurture any relationships, when you nurture any friendships, when you nurture anything, when you nurture any ideas, that idea will grow. So when you nurture anything, it grows. And you need the water. So you need your feelings, you need your emotions, and you need to understand them so you can grow. And what is going on here, Spirit? Actually, let's turn the camera. That's crazy, huh? It was a confirmation. Like, yep, this is the message. And I do this just so I can like stick one. I forgot to do this right here. That's my mistake. But also that was confirmation. Okay. So what do we need to know about this bear? About this king of water ready for his 10 of water. Oh. Yeah. He has the power. It's like you've obtained some mental clarity about something that maybe was foggy before, right? You've obtained clarity about something that was making you feel confused. Maybe you've obtained clarity about all these options that people were presenting to you that made you feel confused, right? And that is a breakthrough. That is judgment, right? And judgment is when the horns from the heavens are just like, yes, like that is what we needed you to do. You had a breakthrough, right? You allowing for those feelings to come out. You allowing for yourself to understand those feelings. Look, we have the Ace of Swords, meaning that you completely understand something. And what does the swords mean? The sword has everything to do with the mind, right? So you have that mental clarity. And the mental clarity is that you are sure about the type of relationship that you want, right? About the 10 of water. That is what you're sure of. So no one can come in here and telling you what you want and what you don't want. You know you want a family. You are ready for a family. You're ready for love. And you understand that. And you feel that. And that is what is allowing you to move forward. And not only move forward, but move forward with clarity. Because clarity is the best thing that you need to move forward. Especially when there's been so much confusion, right? And look, guys, right at the bottom of the deck, we have the sun. You figuring this out about yourself, whatever it is, whether it's your sexual orientation, whether it's what you like, what you don't like in a partner, you understand all that. And because you understand it, you're moving forward to, we already talked about this, to a family. A family full of warmth, full of love, full of success and positivity. The sun is the brightest and happiest card on the tarot deck. Meaning that this was always meant to be. Meaning that this is the right path for you. Not only because you feel it emotionally, mentally, but also because God has always wanted this for you. Regardless of how much confusion there was in the past. Regardless of how much people were trying to dirty your mind about a specific person, or about a specific career, or about a specific anything. Regardless of all of that, you remained yourself. You did the work. You understood your feelings, and now you have clarity. So whatever it is, I am happy for you. I am happy for anyone that chooses to learn from the lessons that life is trying to teach them, and not just skip through. Right? I'm not saying that life is just easy and no. But each time you have an issue, each time you have a problem in front of you, don't just go straight to worrying, or don't just go straight to stress, or don't just go straight to whatever habit you have to make you forget about that. Instead, sit with those sad feelings, sit with that depression, sit with that anxiety, and try to understand it. Because when you do that, you heal specific wounds that were open. And when those wounds are open, that allows for that depression, that anxiety, and that sadness to fill those wounds. But when you take time to heal those wounds, you heal it. Meaning that there's no longer a wound there. And because there is no longer a wound there, now you can move into that relationship, into that career, without any baggage from the past, without any negativity, because you've healed it. And now, because you've healed those things, you never have to heal those specific things again. I'm not saying that you don't have to heal anything else anymore, but whatever it is that you've healed in the past, you never have to heal from it again. And that is amazing. That is growth. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful message.